right, have and have not fans. Once again, this is one of those videos where several people have put different comments on my videos, and I kind of fused them together because, I didn't feel like doing like 5 different videos on this, but people have been asking, Jeremy, I saw your video about, David calling up Benji in order to deal with the guy who's been harassing his son, aka Justin. And looking at your video where you did your trailer breakdown or your episode synopsis for Room 3, and we see Justin literally pinned against the wall with 3 dudes. It looks like a big white guy is holding him up. It looks like we see the back of the head of like a light-skinned dude, and then we see a darker complexion guy towards the door. And other people have been speculating, and I've said this as well, like, doesn't that look like Benny? And then the guy who's up against the door, doesn't he look like the dude who was sent to bomb Erica and David's car? So what does that mean? And people have been saying, do you think that Justin was the guy that stabbed Benny, and then that explains why Benny is over there attacking Justin? I think that's a bit of a stretch even for me. Trust me, I've made some huge stretches on my theories before, but I'm not going to lie. I'd be damned if they don't. If I'm not going to sit here and say that doesn't look like Benny with his back turned towards the camera, just based off his haircut, the complexion, it does look like Benny. But that doesn't answer the question as to if that's Benny, why is he even there? Because I'm going to assume that this location is the place that Justin said that he bought for himself and Jeffrey. Maybe. I mean, remember, Justin is still, as far as I know, suspended from the, his job at the police station because of what Jim said when he walked in and saw Wyatt on his knees and Justin, closing up his zipper. And there's an investigation going on that we haven't really followed up on at all. So I really don't know what's going down with that. But I will say that we know that it's probably not going to be involving the cops. This is going to be him and a random setting, because David's going to be pissed off. Like, I don't know the extent of what Madison's going to tell David when he goes to his bedroom to tell him, like, hey, look, Jeffrey is in over his head. And then he then makes the call to Benji, because remember, Madison has seen Justin beating the shit. Sorry about the phrase, but Madison saw Justin beating the shit out of Jeffrey in the hospital hallway. He has been on the receiving end of Justin's wrath, from having his entire car destroyed to being knocked upside the head with a crowbar. And then it looks like he has a damn sniper rifle trained on Jeffrey's head that leads to Madison knocking him on the floor. And then Jeffrey goes out there to confront Justin, and then Madison clearly has had enough of this and is like, look, if Jeffrey isn't going to handle it, I got to say something. And then David, like, if David finds out about everything that's happened, along with the fact that he saw that, Justin tore up his entire condo himself, after the whole pimp slapping that bitch thinking Veronica did it. Yeah, I don't think David's playing around. Remember that when it came to Benny, harassing Jeffrey, and they had their throwdown at the parking lot. Well, actually, no, they had their throwdown in the tow yard. That was something David handled himself, but to actually have David call up somebody to take care of it, that's another thing. But you could make the argument, well, after the whole car explosion and still healing from the burn wounds and, really focusing on killing Veronica, David doesn't have time to get his own hands dirty with Justin. He's like, look, I want to call up these contacts to handle it because I got to handle this other situation over here. I can definitely understand that. But to actually have David making a call like that, like, Jim calling up the Malones, this is some stuff we shouldn't take lightly. But guys, for real though, tell me that doesn't look like Benny and then the guy that was hired to bomb the car of Erica's, and also the guy that's in jail right now because of Veronica. So what do you think this is going to lead up to? And remember, it's said that in an upcoming episode, Jeffrey comes to Justin's aid, and I really want to know what the extent of that is, because once again, I'm not condoning or making fun of people in these violent, toxic relationships or situations where they literally can't get themselves out of because the other person is threatened to hurt them or hurt themselves. But to actually go this far with Jeffrey trying to help someone. I mean, if I'd rather look at the Charles and Candace dynamic rather than Justin and Jeffree, because at least Charles has fully recognized, you know what, I can't change you, I can't help you unless you want to help yourself, I'm done with you. That's development. But then to have Jeffree just constantly going back to this guy and allowing him to get hurt and just not even trying to do anything about it. Yes, Jeffree has stood up to Justin several times, but at the same time, it's like Madison said, it's like, you like this kind of thing, don't you? Jeffree hasn't been convincing when it comes to telling the audience that he wants out of this situation. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, because when you think about it, Jeffree was, you know, well, blame him, don't blame him, threw his mom off the balcony and didn't even bother to lift a finger coming to her aid. But it seems like Justin's about to get his ass kicked, possibly even near death, and then Jeffree is said to come running to his aid. Yeah, that doesn't really say anything good about his character if you ask me, but hey, whatever. Let me know your thoughts, subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to you soon. Congratulations on making it to the end of this video. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, as well as leaving your thoughts in the comment section below so we can keep the conversation going. On the left hand side of the screen, you should see a picture of Jeffree Harrington. You can click on him in order to subscribe, but also hit the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss out on any new content. Also, you should see some videos appearing on the screen as well that I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy if you enjoyed the one you just saw. But also, be sure to follow me on social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links to all my social media will be in the description below. And in order to help this channel hit 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to need your help. So make sure to share this video as well as the channel around with all of your friends on your own social media. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you all in the next video.